the point I was trying to get to, Atlas, is that KT could do a couple of things. Continue the Lissandra flex, or give Zenit counterpick on AD carry early game.
Yeah.
No kills, was 2 kills for so much that first game before we finally got some action. Big team fight won by KT.
There's a headbutt Pove, and Snowflower actually going to use the Black Shield on himself, mistakenly, exactly. That is bad news. Speaking of which, Smeb, he's been ignited, that auto. No, it hasn't. It's going to wear down, and that is going to be the Fear Beyond Death, taking him down there.
Matchup warps at level 6, and Smeb too far up the lane, and his ult, look at it, seconds away.
Not quite
from having enough dashes bot side.
Yep, ultimate going to come in here from Snowflower as Cuz is going to be here in just the right time. There it is. The ultimate comes in from Zenit, but it's not enough. Tucson held on to his pulverizer. Now Zenit under the turret against 3 score. Does have the world ender. Nice flash over the headbutt as Deft should go down. They have to trade 80 carry for support on the bottom side of the map.
Well played by Score to flash the headbutt, but otherwise things not. Bot side of the map for Kingzone is winning pretty hard. Again, expected based on the nameplates. But we're not seeing the corresponding leads on the top side here. BDD's doing fine in a salvaging matchup as bot lane.
Yep, ultimate comes in from Snowflower, but you can see Deft just trying to get the autos through. It's not going to be enough, however, as Tucson throws down the ultimate, and he's trying to do what he can to get the hell out of dodge. The minions.
Against the Jinx. Cuz top side, shadowing here. And it's turret dive time.
Exactly. They want to try and find Smeb, who gets corrosively charged, gets kicked back there as well, and that's why Lee Sin is so good against the Akali, old or new.
Too clean, Atlas, and that will be first turret of the game in top side, you'll imagine. KT will try to answer with a Mountain Drake. But it means even more immediate gold, and once again, back-to-back Kingzone Dragonettes finding a pretty big early gold lead, even if the kills don't necessarily register.
Well, got actually some damage on this map. They've got a lot of vision available to them, and they've got Pawn and Tucson alongside Rascal just making sure that this dragon is as free.
In the side lane, even from a level 16 Akali, 3-4 item is pretty damn impossible. So pretty damn tanky as Score.
Yep, Zap going to come down. Does have himself the Black Shield, though, and now Tucson has to pop the ultimate.
TPs.
The kickback is going to come in, but Zenit immediately uses the Killer Instinct to get him out. Rascal now right in the middle of this fight as BDD wants to get on top of Tucson, decides not to take the claw as the rest of the fight is where they want to be fighting on. Zenit picks up the kill against Cuz, but is that going to be enough to turn the tides? I don't think so, as BDD goes down and Deft is excited. It's a double kill for Pawn, and finally, the mid laner of Kingzone wakes up.
When Deft gets excited, things come together, and Pawn, like you mentioned, makes that fight with a really good flank from the red pit. They're on to Baron here. They're going to try and force it, and there's nothing KT can do.
Yeah, Deft with this minigun. He's got a BF sword on top of those first 2 items there as well. This will just be taken out. Rascal will have the shield available to him, gets around the back of the pit, and that is all she wrote. 24 minutes, and Baron goes into the hand.
He walks up.
God.
We're doing the zoom out here. BDD from the backside. He wants Deft, but remember the Hex Drinker.
Yep, Claw is going to come in. Flash very early here from Deft as Smeb able to jump on top of him, but he just cannot withstand these auto attacks, and that one followed him so long. The Q from Pawn finishes him off, and now Deft gets excited once again. See you later, KT. Deft getting revenge against his old team, and Snowflower, the last one to be put on his mantle. Triple kill for Deft, and Kingzone will win the series 2-0.
A surprising 2-0 that heaps the scorn onto KT. Kingzone Dragon X going to take down their old enemies. In KT Rolster, they roam forward. Deft and Pawn are going to hold their heads high in this battle of KT Rolster. It's all about the new, but Deft brings it back with a vintage Jinx performance.
Yep, and the LeBlanc from Pawn looking vintage as well, and that is exactly the kind of Pawn that you want to see, because this guy was so good at these sort of assassins early in his career, but recently that is not what we've seen. And this was redemption largely for this man.
Redemption for Deft and Pawn, but once again with Smeb, laning phase 2 levels down on the Urgot. The final team fight, if we get a replay, he dashes in to try to piggyback off BDD's flank engage. His Shroud's in the wrong spot. He just dies to 3 crits.
Let it go, make my body go, make our bodies high.